when you shift the gear and that little needle on the tack goes into the red and reads 9,000 RPM, that's bad.
Hello there, and welcome for our update on if Forza is still worth it in 2020, which is an excellent question, visitors. There's a rumor mill surrounding the release of the next in succession for the Forza Horizon series over the last few weeks. It may be coming sooner than expected, at least according to GameBeat's Jeff Grubb. He seems to think so, referenced to in a podcast on Video Game Chronicles. He says that Playground may be ready to release a new version of the hit console game as soon as 2021, which wouldn't be an outrageous expectation considering that previous releases followed along a 2-year schedule, starting with the first back in 2012. For those unfamiliar with Forza Horizon, it's an open-world racing game that's highly focused on mass multiplayer features while offering a variety of racing options. Not to mention hundreds of real-world car models to choose from. The most recent evolution is Forza Horizon 4, which takes place in Great Britain and features a storyline mode complete with mini Top Gear episodes inside. A major development was the addition of seasonal conditions that change weekly, along with the challenges to earn points towards specialty cars and other customization items. From week to week, you'll be juggling spring rains to fall leaves or heavy snow as you race through pre-made maps, or use the blueprint function to create your own. It's a few of these features that keep Forza feeling fresh week after week. The game encourages a lot of cooperation in addition to competitive gameplay, which isn't an option we often see in racing games. Convoys allow you to group up with friends and drive in the open world with plenty of options on how to configure group adventures or drift freestyle together. Forza events spawn regularly across the maps for all players in session to take on, for making it easy to find new connections to play and game with. In early December, creator Playground dropped an early Christmas surprise on Forza 4 players with the addition of the Super 7, which expands on the game's ability for fully customizable race events. A race can be constructed by driving through your favorite routes, marking checkpoints, and adding obstacles for stunt-style extras. Players can win bonuses through completing challenges other players have set for them, or they can make their own. If there weren't already enough reasons to keep playing, Playground's eye on players' need for new content keeps the game alive. 2 content downloads are available to expand on the fun: Fortune Island and LEGO Speed Champions, both of which come with their own set of objectives and rewards. LEGO could pretty much stand alone as its own game if not already designed to complement Horizon, as there are several hundred brick challenges to complete to construct your own LEGO house and car collection, including a little LEGO Senna. How cute! It's a fun and unique experience using your simulator set up to push yourself behind the wheel of a LEGO car that does over 200 miles per hour. And although wheel inputs for the game aren't as realistic as popular simulator software such as Assetto Corsa or iRacing, it's still accurate enough to enjoy through popular options like the Logitech G920 with some adjustments, and the gamer's usual weapon of choice is the Xbox or USB controller. The only hang-up is the first 20 levels are spent in a tutorial season that introduces race types and most activities. When you first enter the game, you'll be in solo mode until level 30, when you can connect to servers that will be busy with between 25 and 50 people. Then you'll be able to convoy, connect to races, and use Rival for PvP. There are several classifications for racing in Forza Horizon 4. There is the Road Racing series, which is both a circuit lap and point A to point B race on the roadways. Anything goes when it comes to the classes of cars that can be used here in these races, though some seasonal events may be restricted by manufacturer type or class. In the Dirt Racing series, it is both circuit lap races and point A to point B, both on and off the roadway. Expect sand and mud, lots of it, occasionally grass, fences, and wreckage involved. Only the brave will select their exotic cars for these races. Trucks, all-wheel drives, and buggies are the easier modes. In the cross-country series, you have laps and trails. You'll be over the river and through the woods. Try not to plow into Grandma's house. The turns can be tight, and the bigger the trucks and SUVs that will be forced on you. In Street Scene, only available on the mainland standard game, the in-game narrator calls the races unsanctioned, and they'll take place at night with the aid of giant flares as checkpoints. Though AIs can usually be pretty vicious in this game, this will be the worst mode you'll face yet. Drag strip, as advertised and really straightforward. Pun totally intended. Showcase. Here's where they went fast and furious in the latter years, where we're racing against hovercrafts that are trying to run us over, or some kind of plane is involved. The additional activities are scattered throughout the mainland standard game and in the expansions, which all have their own bonuses known as PR stunts. They include the speed trap, which is a basic clocking of speed as you pass through it, the speed zone, go as fast as you can through the markers, danger sign, think long jump for cars basically, the drift zone, select roadways just right for sliding, and out there you also have barn finds and exploring, where you seek out hidden locations to find lost treasures, and don't forget to smash through the boards along the way for additional rep points. You might notice there are more icons on the map than just for races. This has gone into expansive activities of businesses and side jobs at the Horizon Festival. Each one has its own reward track for cars, clothes, chats, credits, and wheel spins. Help out Top Gear by standing in for the Stig and try out your career in stunt driver. Test your skills in Skill Streak. Run the Express Delivery Moving Company, help out an anxious boss at Aisha's Taxi, and advertise for the world's fastest rentals to get residual income credits. Ever wonder who insures all these things in Forza we're wrecking? Drive for the car files and find out. You can flip cars for the workshop heroes and be featured by a major blogger in the LA Racer episodes. Be sure to check out the British Racing Green while you're at the festival. Drift Club, number one rule about Drift Club is not to talk about Drift Club, but then there's a 2.0 on Fortune Island, so I thought I'd mention that part. Don't forget Eliminator. Get ready for last man standing mode. 72 drivers are dropped into a perpetually shrinking arena where they can battle it out. Pick your strategy. Hide, stay on the run, or go after the competition in the car drops. The game is available on Xbox, including the new Series X and PC, also on the Xbox Game Pass. Treadlife thinks Forza Horizon is still worth the time spent on a racing game. It's not simulator material, but it can offer plenty of supplemental fun. Because the game is on Game Pass, no large investment is required to play the standard version. The game can retain player bases long after the latest release, and it's easy to accumulate a car collection quickly. The game gives plenty of bonuses and wheel spins through rapid leveling after the tutorial seasons. If you're a fan of the LEGO franchise, then this expansion is highly recommended for Horizon. There's a multitude of events and activities added in the zone, including a barn find Porsche 911. The landscape is LEGO-esque, and there's plenty of playgrounds to crash bricks for those challenges. My personal favorite place to visit in-game is the Falcon Speedway, where there's a hub of motorsports activities. You got the Hype Tour right down the road. Can we just stop for a moment and appreciate the level of awesome? Everything is indeed cool when you're part of a team. The more the merrier when bashing a few drivatars. We're so convinced at Treadlife that the game community will continue to be strong that we're implementing part of our esports social network as an extension, especially for Forza Horizon 4 players. This will allow them to create their own groups, topics, and events which can be shared on the network to find more car enthusiasts looking for gaming buddies, or they'll be able to share events on social accounts to invite real-life friends into convoys. Streamers are encouraged to use group functions for their viewers to better organize signups for regular stream events. Self-promotions allowed here. Look for hosted events, esports leagues, and giveaways coming for several popular gaming titles and racing. An update since I started making this video. Will we finally see the streets of Japan in Forza Horizon? Despite rumors going around and the supposed leaked maps of the upcoming 5th release in the series, its insider for drop releases Jeff Grubbs is denying the likelihood that we'll be drifting intersections in Tokyo anytime soon. He does, however, reconfirm that we're going to find out in 2021 exactly where we will be racing. Oh, and you can now pick up your copy through Steam, so come on over, you all sim racers, for some casual fun, and thanks for joining us!